This is the Phantom of the Vegan Flatland. How's everybody in the United States of Israel doing today? I've completed my 40-day fast, only water, and I made a video earlier. If anybody needs help completing this 40-day fast, I give all the details on how to complete the 40-day fast on the video. But just know some quick points about the fast. Just some quick bullet points. During the 40-day fast, you will feel hungry. If you're doing only water like I did, you will feel extremely hungry. You will feel uncomfortable. You will feel irritable. You will feel anxious. You will go through a lot of shit. It'll be the hardest thing you've ever done in your whole fucking life. Okay? Those are the facts. Now, after knowing the facts, if you so prepared to do this 40-day fast, then you'll be in the 1% of the less than 1% of the whole world that could do this with only water. So begin your journey. If you need help, I'm here. I completed it. It was hell, yes. But the reward is you clean your whole fucking body out with water. And that's the only way to do it. That's the best, most effective way and cheapest way to do it. So that's where we stand. Now, if anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, the live chat is on. If anybody wants to come up, I'm turning it on right now. On messages. Let's see. Moderation. I don't have any moderators. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. What could be better than that? Say anything you want to say, however you want to say it. No one's going to stop you. Now, one thing I do want to talk about that's very, very important is something that happened to a prosecutor in fucking Ecuador. So only one outlet is reporting this. So I barely found it. So here you go. From Ecuador, Alexandra Bravo, the prosecutor assigned to investigate the U.S. strikes on 3 Ecuadorian boats and the 36 survivors' subsequent accounts of torture and kidnapping, was shot dead in the coastal city of Manta last month. According to police, on June 14, the hitman aboard a black motorcycle opened fire on Bravo as she and her sister were leaving a cafe at about 11 a.m. Bravo's sister, who jumped to protect her, was also fucking murdered. So Bravo's sister, basically innocent lady, did fucking nothing. Both of them did nothing. Jumped in front of her and she was murdered as well. Upon arriving at the crime scene, officers say they found 5 9mm shell casings and Bravo's injured driver, but no sign of the police detail that had been assigned to protect her. The police, which operates entirely under the executive branch, has launched a probe to determine if there had been an internal security breach. Bravo is the 26th member of the Ecuador's justice system to be assassinated since 2020 and the second individual investigating state crimes murdered that week. Besides her usual caseload of homicide and organized crime, Bravo had been working the Fiora, Negra Francisca, and Don Macaw cases, a series of drone attacks on civilian fishing ships exposed in April. 2 of the boat's crews were returned home and reported being abducted, blindfolded, and starved for 8 days by American gunmen in U.S. military uniforms aboard a U.S.-flagged patrol ship before being abandoned in El Salvador. The UN Committee on Enforced Disappearances endorsed the calls for an investigation, demanding that the U.S. provide information on the whereabouts of the 8 still missing men and any involvement in the matter by April 27th. To date, the United States has not fucking responded. Donald Duck is probably still shitting his pants and sleeping like he always does. Under Ecuador's right-wing president, Daniel Noboa, A Miami-born billionaire often characterized as a U.S.-backed dictator, in other words, Trump's bitch boy, the country has become a central testing ground for Operation Southern Spear, Washington's extrajudicial bombing campaign reported to target narco terrorists, which has killed 221 people to date. There is no evidence that many of the victims, including those in Bravo's investigation, had engaged in drug trafficking. I can't make any assertion regarding it being a political assassination, but evidently, when a prosecutor is killed, it's because of the investigation they are conducting, that she was conducting. Fernando Bastiz, a renowned human rights attorney with Ecuador's CDH and member of the Geneva-based World Organization Against Torture, told Drop Site, "That's something we've learned from our experience in Ecuador." A source inside the Manta Police Department who knew Bravo personally told Drop Site that the Ecuadorian prosecutor was under pressure from her superiors at the Attorney General's office to treat the U.S. attacks as exclusively cases of disappearances. It gets worse. The source, who asked for anonymity out of fear of retaliation, said Bravo was told to close all lines of inquiry after 36 of the 44 missing men were found. Despite arriving with severe injuries, including 70% vision loss and feet torn to flesh and bone, which medical experts found consistent with their accounts of explosions and torture. A senior researcher with the Human Rights Watch, Natalia Villarreal, who interviewed Bravo as part of her investigation into 3 vessels, recalled Bravo facing internal challenges within the institution itself to advance the investigation. Villarreal said the prosecutor repeatedly sought cooperation from the other branches responsible for the ship's rescue, including the Manta Port Captaincy, but none responded to her request for information. During the Niagara Francisco bombing, Darwin Pico Flores, an eyewitness aboard a nearby boat, told Drop Site he called the Manta Port Captaincy to request emergency assistance. Nobody came in April, as part of its first investigation into the incident. Officials hung up after learning the call was from journalists, so they don't want to talk to journalists. As for the last meeting on May 8, Katrina Valero told Drop Site Bravo was still in the initial stages of inquiry and investigation and was investigating a country, the United States, that has been positioned in the media as an ally against crime. That investigation has not advanced at all. That stems from an intention to avoid getting into trouble or problems with anyone. This article goes on and on and on, and it details top to bottom all the fucking war crimes that America, did and are doing. Aboard the U.S. flagged patrol ship, the gunmen allegedly held them hostage, sank their boat, placed hoods over their heads, beat some of the fishermen, and withheld food for 8 days as they transported them to El Salvador. Journalists have reached out to 11 government personnel in El Salvador. All of them refused to go on the record, citing a media gag order. Unbelievable. Eyewitness testimony also cast out on the U.S. Coast Guard's version of events. Oh, surprise, surprise, America's lying. Video shared exclusively by Drop Site by Darwin Flores Pico, an eyewitness to the attack, a nephew of a Negron Francisco captain, shows the U.S. Coast Guard patrolling the waters where the bombing occurred. Darwin was fishing nearby aboard his boat when he spotted smoke rising in the distance around 2 p.m. While making repeated attempts to reach the Negra Francisca crew by radio, he was spotted American aircraft circling above. So basically, they were killing these people to torture them. He recovered 2 scorched emergency skiffs, took photo evidence of the fire, They called the Port of Manta to ask for help. Nobody came. Unbelievable. And then he also said he was. He told Dropsite his boat was boarded by the U.S. Coast Guard, which detained and questioned the crew for nearly 12 hours via a Spanish translator with a Puerto Rican accent. He said Coast Guard personnel confirmed the red and green lights were from their patrol and acknowledged reaching the site of the Negro Francisco the previous night, but refused to elaborate on anything they found. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This article is the most detailed article to explain America's fucking war crimes. If Ecuador had a framework of trust in its institutions, one might think that Bravo's murder was an ordinary case, the former lawmaker Vintila Majarin said. But given the systematic violence against judges, prosecutors, and lawyers, there isn't much room to give them the benefit of the doubt. 26 murdered members of the justice system is a shocking number. And of course, the entire class has been fostered by an agenda driven directly by government authorities. The ones who benefit from organized crime are the large power groups. Unbelievable. So basically, to sum it up, by the way, if you want to read the full article, the number one journalist place to get real journalism left on earth, it is called Drop Site News. Go to Drop Site News and subscribe. Only they are fucking covering this. Can't make any of this shit up. So basically, to sum it all up, this lady, brave fucking lady, investigating U.S. war crimes on fishermen that were tortured, murdered, some are still missing. She gets murdered, and her sister who jumps in front of her gets murdered also. And it's explained that Ecuador is owned by the president is a rich fucking billionaire from Miami, basically a Zionist plant, Zio scum, that's buddies with that rapist in chief Donald Trump. Surprise, surprise, huh? And on top of all that, it's the second fucking person to get murdered that week. It blows my mind. It really just blows my mind. Second person to get murdered that fucking week. Investigating the Ecuadorian government, which is basically an offshoot of the American government. They just follow their crimes. You can't make any of this shit up. I mean, you can't. No. You can't make any of this fucking shit up. And then, U.S. Secretary of War Peter Hegseth, whatever the fuck a moron's name, during a hearing on June 13th, they denied any knowledge or responsibility of the boat incidents. They just deny everything. Oh, my God. Only after Drop Site News published photos of the Neger bombing, U.S. lawmakers questioned Pete Hegseth. Unbelievable. So basically, if you cross the United States of Israel and the rapist in chief Epstein class, Donald Trump, this is what happens to you. America is not a democracy. America is a terrorist, Zionist-run state. Anybody that tells you differently have not done any research, are dumber than shit, because the evidence is all around you. Here's one evidence. All you need is one. Here's one. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. But we have fucking billions more. I mean, how? we would be here 100 lifetimes to talk about the war crimes of the United States of Israel. We would literally be here 100 fucking years. But here's just one. Second person in a row to be fucking murdered for this shit. Anybody have any thoughts? See here. And the first person to be murdered that week was Monika Silva Konazik, a Polish lady, a single mother of four, investigating Ecuador's president, his crimes against the environment. She gets fucking strangled to death, beaten, then strangled to death. A woman. There's two. Two fucking beautiful women. Young. You look at these women. Look at their pictures. They're fucking beautiful. I have their picture on my post section. Look at their picture. Young, beautiful women murdered, life snuffed out by these fucking Zionist scum in Ecuador and in fucking the United States of Israel. Unbe-fucking-lievable. I mean, there's just no words to describe really how evil they are. The biggest evil pieces of shit that ever walked the fucking earth. Ecuador, the United States of Israel, anything related to Donald Rapist Trump is evil. Now, Donald Rapist Trump just had Benjamin mass murderer, killer, the biggest killer on the face of the earth, Satan Yahoo, to the White House, invited a fucking war criminal, pulled up a seat for him, and guess who paid for it? You motherfuckers, you paid for it. I did with my tax dollars. This shit is just unfucking real. It just never ends. This shit just never ends. It'll never end. This corruption, it's so frustrating. Knowing you can't do anything about these motherfuckers. They get more evil by the fucking, by the second. The Donald Trump rapist administration has censored journalists, Palestine activists, tried to deport anti-war activists, tried to deport Palestinians, racist, Islamophobe motherfuckers, not hiding it one bit. Not hiding it even in the least. I mean, not even close. Not even close. This guy, Trump, falls asleep during meetings, shits on himself. They say he smells like dog shit. Of course, because he sucks Satan's dick. He's probably Satan himself. Of course he smells like Satan. And that's no offense to Satan, because the Satan in the Bible never killed anybody. Now, God, Yahweh, I can't say the same. He did all the fucking murdering and killing. Unbelievable. Just, it literally blows my mind. It never ceases to amaze me. Does anybody have any, let's see here. Does anybody want to come up on the live chat? Does anybody have any questions? Any concerns, comments, suggestions? Hold on one second. I just feel like if it's possible for humans to get any more evil than they already are, I don't think it's possible. I just really don't think it's possible for them to get this fucking evil. I mean, the evil is just... I mean, I'm talking off the chart, psychopathic evil, past psychopathic evil. This is where David Icke comes in. Some of these people, if not all of them, are not fucking human. They're just clone mass murderers. They're just clone killers. They're paid clone killers. They're designed human bodies that look human, but but there's no soul. There's nothing in there. Something we call NPC, non-player character. These people are not human. To follow orders, to bootlick, to just do whatever fucking some evil scum says. How come they can't get me to do that or you? Because we're not fucking clones. Now I'm going to add a sticker. It says it. Among Us imposter answer. I have no idea what the fuck. I have no idea what the fuck that means. But if you see a poll question and you want to answer it, please do. It says Among Us imposter chump. I put chump. I have no idea how the fuck to fix this damn thing. I honestly don't. I wish to God I didn't put it up, but I don't know how to fucking fix it. It's, what the fuck is this thing, man? It says done. I don't get it. Well, there's a Q&A. If you see it, let me know. If you want to come on up, please do. Check out my button. The button says Ice can gargle my balls. So Ice, if you're listening, you can gargle my fucking balls, you chump Gestapo. So that's where we stand on that. What do you guys think of my Mighty Ducks hat? This is old school. That's old school. As soon as the Ducks changed their logo, it was over for them. I stopped watching. So does anybody want to talk about Donald Trump's war crimes? The Ecuadorian war crimes? Ecuador Donald Trump connection to murder 2 women, investigating them? 2 real journalists, because we don't have any journalists now. Because if we do, they get murdered like these 2 women. 2 beautiful women, 2 brave women. Rest in peace. I'm sorry your life had to end like this. I'm sorry we have a bunch of cowards running the fucking earth. They fucking are here to make our lives a living fucking hell. I'm sorry there's no God that's watching over us that would have protected you. I'm sorry we're stuck in this fucking shitty prison planet with no explanations, no rhyme or reason, no understanding of literally fucking anything. And I mean that. We're just sitting here. We have no understanding of anything. We don't know shit. But it's just blows my mind. It literally never ceases to amaze me. The level of evilry, the level of insanity, the level of sickness, the level of demented thinking, feeling. Well, I mean, what do you think? Leave me a comment. Leave me a question. Let me know what you think. Let's see. Comment. Oh, all messages. Yeah, it's all messages. And that means you can say anything you want. Nobody's going to censor you. No one's going to block you. And if there's any comments on YouTube that are blocked or they get hidden, please understand I don't do any censoring. That it's not me. It's not me at all. You can leave me any comment you want. If you want to come up to the live chat, talk about this topic, or say another topic, fine. Come on down. I'm all ears. If you have any more information on what I just presented, please contact me. I'd love more information if you have it, but I can only find one site, Drop Site News, that just went into detail. Those guys are heroes because they're putting their necks out too. I mean, our government are fucking evil. They will kill you for no fucking reason. They will kill you for organ trafficking, sex trafficking, being an anti-war protester, being an animal rights activist, being a free Palestine protester. You got to understand we're all labeled as terrorists. Antifa, whatever that rapist in chief draft dodger, 5-time draft dodger with, oh, I have bone spurs, I can't go to Vietnam. Whatever that rapist, rich boy daddy says goes. And it goes back to the golden rule. He who has the gold, you got it, makes the fucking rule. It's sad but true. I don't make the fucking rules. You know that. I'm a slave just like you. I'm more convinced than ever. Okay. Actually, more than I have ever been, that we are living in a. I can't describe exactly what it is, but I believe it's a penal colony, a prison planet of some sorts, of some kind in some sorts. What sort? What kind? How could I possibly know that? I don't know that. You don't know that. We don't know that. We can't know that. I wish I had all the answers, but these are just my theories. These are just my thoughts, theories, and ideas. That's all. I'm not special. I'm not better than anybody else. My opinion is not better than yours. Yours is not better than mine. Like you, I was dumped in this insane asylum. Try to navigate. Try to figure out what the fuck this place is. I mean, and if you think about it, I mean, that's all we're doing. That's fucking all we're here for. We're just basically navigating landmines. Because you could die any fucking second. And there's no answers to what death is or what even life is. We don't know shit. And that should scare you. Because it's the biggest unknown. We don't know shit. What I can tell you is my experience here. On this earth, there is no God. None. None. Zero. The evidence is all around you. There's no God on this earth. It does not communicate. It does not help humanity. Not one fucking bit. Where we came from, how we got here, who made these bodies. I've always said this earth is run by an evil God who's running the prison planet. Now, where the other guy that made us is, I have no clue. Is there a beauty? Yes. Have you seen a beautiful woman? Have you seen a woman's body? It's a work of art. And this is where the doubt starts coming in. Could this evil God have made beauty like this? It's got to know beauty to make beauty. It's got to have some kind of beauty. It's got to appreciate beauty. But why does it also appreciate death and destruction? And that's the quandary. That's the fucking problem in a nutshell. Right there, boom, laid out to you. So there's yin and yang. There's a million questions. There's zero answers. And the older you get, the more you have no answers. And the more you just lose your mind. I mean, people from the 70s and 80s and 90s, that was it, folks. That was the last generation, the good generation. It's been all downhill since then. It's going to be all downhill since then. 10 years from now, it'll be more downhill. There was no evolution. That's all a lie. There was no evolution on Earth. We're all being devaluated, devolved, whatever you want to call it. There is no evolution. There never was. That's all a big lie. So, if anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, complaints, any idea how to move forward, I'm exposing what happened to these women in Ecuador, but I'm alone. I'm shadow banned, probably like you. So that's where we stand. If anybody has any questions or concerns or can figure out a way to expose this or what should be done next, leave it in the comments below. This is the Phantom, the Vegan Flatland. Out.